Attention passionate Green Bay Packers fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Green Bay Packers' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Green Bay Packers fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and Green Bay Packers fans. Let's get to the news now. Folks, buckle up because the NFL landscape is shifting, and the Green Bay Packers are right in the middle of it, potentially poised for a move that could redefine their offensive future. Rumors are swirling around the league, and sources close to the NFL, including renowned insider Adam Schefter, have dropped some intriguing hints about a possible blockbuster trade involving none other than Chris Godwin, the talented wide receiver from Tampa Bay. Yes, you heard that right. Godwin might be heading north, and this could have enormous implications for the Packers' quest for another Super Bowl title. But let's set the scene first. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers, a team that's been trying to rebuild after a somewhat disappointing start to 2025, are eyeing a strategic overhaul. They're sitting at a 3-4 record, and their offense, which once looked unstoppable with Tom Brady, is now struggling, especially on the aerial front. Tampa's passing attack has been giving up around 22 points a game, and that's not what they envisioned when they extended Baker Mayfield's contract. The Bucs are at a crossroads, and one of the options on the table is trading away Chris Godwin, who is currently 29 years old but still maintains a high level of production and versatility that makes him an incredibly valuable asset. The idea is that Tampa could move Godwin in exchange for a second-round pick in the 2025 draft. That's a significant haul, especially considering the financial flexibility it could provide. Reports suggest that this trade would free up around $13 million in cap space for Tampa, which is notable considering they currently have about $10 million available. This extra cap room would allow them to focus on rebuilding their offensive line, acquire young talent, or possibly make other moves to strengthen the team's overall competitiveness. Now, you might be asking, why would Tampa do this? Well, the reasoning is multifaceted. First, they're trying to shed some of the financial burden associated with Godwin's contract, which is around $15 million in 2026. That money could be better allocated towards younger players or to help shore up their offensive line, which has been leaking pressure at a rate of about 26%, allowing an average of 3.9 yards per carry against. Tampa's offensive line has been a weak link, and they're clearly prioritizing youth and depth there. But what about Godwin himself? He's a proven commodity, a former Pro Bowler with a career that includes 612 receptions for over 400 yards and 48 touchdowns. His career averages 2 yards per catch, a PFF grade of 84, 6 and an EPA per target of plus 0.21 are impressive. In 2025, he's been reliable with 42 catches for 518 yards, averaging 3 yards per reception, and has already scored 4 touchdowns. His catch rate is an impressive 88%, and he's shown minimal injury concerns, having missed only 1 game this season due to a minor ankle injury in Week 4. One of Godwin's most attractive qualities is his versatility. He's adept at playing inside as a slot receiver, where he's been targeted heavily on short routes, catching 72% of his passes in those situations. His route running is precise, averaging 2 yards of separation at the catch point, and he's a dependable target with reliable hands. His yards after catch, YAC, average is 5.8 yards per reception, and his ability to pick up first downs on short routes makes him a perfect fit for any offense looking to improve third down efficiency. Now let's talk about how this move could impact the Green Bay Packers. The Packers, as you know, are currently sitting at a solid 5-2 record in 2025, and their offense has been quite potent, ranking among the top 8 in the league with an average of 28 points per game. But as always, injuries have thrown some hurdles their way. Romeo Doubs, their primary receiver, is currently on injured reserve with a hamstring injury, and Wicks, another promising receiver, is nursing a calf injury. Without these key contributors, the Packers' passing game has struggled slightly, especially in terms of EPA per pass, which dips to minus 0.9 without them. Enter Chris Godwin. His addition would be a game-changer. Not only would he immediately bolster the Packers' receiving core, but he would also bring a level of physicality and reliability that could elevate the entire offense. With a 68% completion rate when targeted by Jordan Love, Godwin's presence on the field would open up new options, especially in the red zone. His previous red zone efficiency of 62% has already climbed to around 75% with the Packers, making him a true red zone threat. This would open lanes for players like Aaron Jones and A.J. Dillon and create more opportunities for Love to connect on explosive plays. Moreover, Godwin's style of play complements Jordan Love's strengths perfectly. Love has been efficient, with 682 passing yards and 12 touchdowns, and a positive EPA per pass of plus 0.18. Adding a receiver like Godwin, with his reliable hands and route running, could boost Love's numbers by an additional 350 passing yards in the remaining part of the season. It would also increase third down conversion rates, which are currently around 42%, by approximately 16%. That might not sound like much, but in the NFL, these small improvements can make all the difference, especially when trying to secure playoff seeding and home field advantage. And let's not forget the impact on the red zone. The Packers' red zone efficiency could see a significant uptick, with Godwin's proven ability to find soft spots in zone coverage, particularly against defenses like the Detroit Lions, who give up around 7-6 yards per reception in those areas. The Packers could become even more lethal in scoring situations. That's a critical element in late-season games and playoff matchups, where every point counts. Now, looking at the bigger picture, this move could transform the Packers' offensive identity. Historically, Green Bay has been known for its prolific passing game, especially during the Aaron Rodgers era with players like Davante Adams and Jordy Nelson. That legacy of a high-powered aerial attack is still alive, and adding a player like Godwin could be the key to recapturing that magic. His presence would serve as a sort of glue for the offense, providing consistency and reliability, especially in clutch moments. But it's not just about individual talent. It's about strategic positioning in the NFL playoff race. The Packers are currently viewed as contenders, but the NFC is loaded. Teams like the Lions, 49ers, and Eagles are formidable, and having a versatile, reliable receiver like Godwin could be the X-factor that pushes Green Bay over the top. His experience, combined with his skill set, makes him a perfect fit for the Packers' offensive scheme, which emphasizes timing, precision, and explosive plays. Now, on the defensive side, Green Bay has been solid but not spectacular. The real strength has come from their offense, which has been able to put points on the board consistently. With the addition of Godwin, the Packers could become even more unpredictable, forcing defenses to cover the entire field and opening up running lanes for Jones and Dillon. This balanced attack would make the Packers even more dangerous as they chase a deep playoff run. From a Super Bowl perspective, the odds are already showing signs of shifting. Currently, the Packers' odds to win Super Bowl LXI are at plus 2,500, which isn't bad but certainly not among the favorites. However, with the addition of a player like Godwin, those odds could improve dramatically. Some experts suggest they could move to around plus 1,200. That's a significant jump and reflects the increased confidence in Green Bay's offensive potential. The Packers would then be considered more than just dark horses. They'd be real contenders, especially in a playoff landscape that's increasingly zone-heavy and difficult to navigate. And now, Green Bay Packers fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this possible move? Do you believe acquiring Chris Godwin could be the missing piece for a Super Bowl push? Or are you skeptical about the risk involved in trading a second-round pick? Drop your thoughts in the comments below because your opinion matters so much to us and to the future of this team. Remember, this is a team built on community, passion, and shared dreams of another Lombardi Trophy. I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned, stay engaged, and let's keep rooting for our beloved Packers. We're on the verge of something exciting, and I can't wait to see how it unfolds. Thanks for watching, and as always, go Pack Go!